Welcome back. Hurricane Harvey devastated many families who were unable to rebuild after the storm. Hundreds of victims applied for federal funds to help them recover.
Now, well, one of those victims called KPRC to investigate when she said the Houston Water Department was standing between her and that help that she desperately needed. Investigator Amy Davis worked to make it right. Amy, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. I mean, we know that they're still rebuilding after Hurricane Harvey with a lot of these federal funds. I can't tell you, since we started investigating the Houston Water Department last year, we've shown you some very high bills, but this is the highest. And battling the city left the customer, who was already down on her luck, absolutely drained.
This is where it flooded at.
Julia Benjamin has never fully recovered
Here, about this high.
from Hurricane Harvey. Floodwaters forced her from her northeast side home. Mold, foundation issues, and leaks kept her from moving back.
I miss living in my house. This is where I pretty much raised my kids, in this house.
And now, 6 years later, federal Hurricane Harvey funds are available. One thing is holding up the help.
They cannot work on this house because of the water bill.
This water bill, more than $39,000 when Benjamin called me. Water from this home she wasn't even living in.
That was full of water, clear water. It was clear water coming from the meter box.
It was April of 2020 when a lawn guy Benjamin hired to mow the property noticed standing water in her meter box. She called the Houston Water Department to report it immediately.
And you know how you listen to that recorder came on first and told me I owe $58,000 in water bill.
These bills show the amount was actually $51,000. All Benjamin knew, it was a lot. And here's how her bill got that high. The leak at her meter started 6 months earlier in October of 2019. She lost 527,000 gallons of water that 1 month alone. Hundreds of thousands of gallons more every month after. She paid a plumber to fix it as soon as she discovered it, and the city told her to apply for a leak adjustment for that big bill. Months later, she got a credit of $12,000. Her total now?
I still owe $38,000.
The water department told her she could pay that monthly at $800 a month.
I cannot pay no $800 a month on no $38,000 water bill, which I think that's not totally my fault.
You're saying if your bill was $300 and you hadn't paid, they'd shut your water off?
They shut my water off. I mean, why let it go from 3 or 4 months? Water company had the power to cut it off. They had that power to cut it off the first month, and they didn't cut it off.
The General Land Office told Benjamin with no running water here and the outstanding bill, it can't move forward building her a new home on this property. Benjamin worried they would just move on to the next Harvey victim in line.
It's been a long, long road, and I don't want to start crying about it, but it's been a long road for me.
We emailed the city first and then the General Land Office.
We really do want to try and move mountains to make sure that folks are able to reach that full recovery.
They came through in a big way.
We were able to connect those dots, find those individuals that could be the most influential.
Now, is that how you want it?
In less than 2 months, Benjamin was making paint selections and picking appliances for her new home.
I've been dealing with this ever since 2020 on my own, trying to get everything solved, but I couldn't do it. I feel like if you didn't come to my rescue, Amy, it still would nothing have been done right now.
So the GLO told me the city got Baker Ripley to pay Benjamin's outstanding bill. We emailed the Director of Public Works, the Director of Communications for the City of Houston, and the communications employees for Public Works on June 10th. We wanted to know why the water department was forcing Benjamin to pay the water bill for that leak when she wasn't even living in the home. We followed up at the end of June, again in July, and last Friday. They finally responded Friday, but didn't answer our questions. So over the last 2 or 3 months, this has become their standard practice with these water bill stories. They require the customer to sign this disclosure form that gives the city permission to discuss the accounts with me, but then they refuse to talk to me about the details. So we know these issues are not isolated and that there are bigger problems leaving hundreds of water customers drained. That's why we continue, and we're continuing to investigate this for everybody who's reaching out to us every week.
Yeah, it's so wonderful to see that woman's situation resolved. I mean,
yes.
What heartache she's been dealing with for so long.
Right. I mean, and why, after reaching out, it was so easy for the city to be like, oh, okay, well, I mean, you know, after 3 years of trying on her own. So
Stressed. She must have been stressed all that time.
Exactly.
But amazing work, Amy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.